Um, so let's be real. I cannot stand it when I hear like I get like YouTube's a platform to make money. I know it's a sticky, conversation when it comes to true
Yeah.
crime, but there are people and some like I personally know that they have been over 10K in subs for well over a year. Not once have done a charity stream, but their life is a charity itself. And it pisses me
Mm-hmm.
to fuck off because it's all about drama. It's not about missing people. It's a lot of misinformation. You claim you donate or things like that. No, nobody believes that. You've not once ever given anything. You've never even done one fundraiser. You won't even help your fucking mods, Brittany J. So that goes to her.
Oh,
That pisses me off. I can't stand lying like that. And that really bothers me because it is emotional manipulation to people that care about a missing boy.
wait. Well, the meantime, wasn't, I mean, you got to be making decent money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Give him a little bit. Throw one of the 3 streams you do a day to do a charity for him or a fundraiser or something if that's what you
Yeah.
want. Like, I'm
Yep.
sorry. I just can't. It irritates me.
Philly girl, who do we support that, do you support racist people that have their own channels? I don't, because some of you follow them. Name some names. Who's racist? And if you can tell me where or how they've been racist, that would be even better. But no, I do not support that. Um, but yeah, please go ahead, Shay. I just wanted to get that question out there.
No, it's okay. I'll be calm for a little bit.
No, 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 no. I don't know.
My
There's
all
a
my sound
whole
cut
lot of
out, so I don't
grifting
even know
going
what
on.
was just said. But I do know some of the things that were said a couple months ago that were, about going back on your boat and Mexican dick and the spick stuff and all that. That personally offended me to a level that I can't even explain. And I've showed Deets,
Yeah.
like my family, my mom's dad came from Spain on a ship. We have the ship records and everything. And I just find it disgusting. It will never be acceptable for me. Anything that is.
Mm-mm. Oh, we lost her. She said she was about to go out in the backtrack anyway, so she might have walked out of range. Uh,
I don't know, Deets.
no,
This
it's
is
it's
wild out
not
here.
acceptable. I don't support that. Not all the stuff that we've heard. I mean, and not even just the fact that we like it was found. The fact that she came online and said, "Yeah, and I'd do it again." Like, okay, you doubled down on the fact that you're a shithead. I thank you for telling me who you are and moved on. Like it is what it is. It's just gross. The dog delete. What was your comment, Luca? As the person recently doxxed, I absolutely said it was fair play because I've shown Betty's record going for my family isn't, and I'm sure any of you would be upset too. I don't know what you're talking about, Granny.
Oh, yeah.
The
She
person recently doxxed.
she's like had some interference with like um some of the with like Nick the Hat in them, and then
Mm,
it gives Brittany a chance to comment, and then it's just the wild wild west all over again. And um I don't know.
back and forth. Joy of all them grifters and sad when these criminals say they're advocating. It's ridiculous when criminals are the creators making. Well, I mean, even criminals have to make money, but and people's criminal past shouldn't be held against them if they've changed from who they are. But if they still are showing you that that's who they are, just take heed. Take heed of it and get as far away from it as you can.
Yeah.
And
I also
don't be taken advantage of. Are you back with us, Allie?
I don't know. Am I? I don't know.
You fell off completely.
I know. I got a phone call. I'm actually going to jump off in a second. I just was trying to make the point that, the racist stuff that was said before it hit a personal nerve with me. And, I
Mm-hmm.
never supported that person anyways, but I just cannot believe that people can excuse that or find it acceptable.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know what you heard that I said before, but it's unacceptable and I'm grossed out by it.
It is unacceptable. I don't get it. She like Chasing says, she's vile, period. And she tells us she's vile. So what good is there? And I'm not saying like if you're listening, like Jones reviewed her streaming the Bullhorn Betty arrest video. Or if
oh,
she
that was
actually
funny.
and I've heard she's had Chris on there and Chris asked everybody to stop and chill out. Like if you're going and watching that, I don't think that's an issue. Because like that's some information you might want to obtain for this case. But if you're supporting her, that's that's on you because if that's what you want to stand beside, that's what you want to stand beside.
Yeah, I think everybody has like their own, moral boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And if
It
they
tells
tell
you,
you
yeah,
who they are and you're okay with that, then that's fine. But
yeah,
I just I agree. Like I like to go to places where I can find information, and if I find an interview of a parent, a friend, or somebody somewhere, I might want to hear it, but I take that in with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean it's facts of the case. Like that's why
No.
I went back like a couple weeks ago, and I just looked at like round one of like the investigation from the local like media with with the police, with TBI and FBI, and that's just the information that's there. I did use bodies spreadsheet. I did think it is very helpful. And I know y'all have already talked about the address thing. I won't comment on that because I believe it's kind of true crime and the information's out there, but
Right.
it should not be used to
Like,
harass
I
or
get
hurt
exactly
people.
why she did it. It just sucks that there are people who are going to do bad things with it, you know?
Yeah.
And there's going to be people
Yeah.
like that out there everywhere. Like that's just not something you can control. But I think it is disheartening whenever like you do want to find coverage on Sebastian's case or any updates or maybe a different like thought process. Like it's just hard to find without having like to pick a polar like side. And it felt like that during Idaho. I wasn't here for summer,
Mhm.
but from what I've been doing a little research on, I've
Oh,
heard
it's a
this is
really
kind of worse like than what was going on
Yeah.
in
well, I
summer.
think I don't know if it's worse, it got more
Bigger,
intense
maybe.
quicker. Quicker, a lot
Yeah.
quicker from what like, I didn't know about Summer's case online until November. She went missing in June. And when I started like following along with it, it wasn't near this bad. But then it just snowballed even bigger. Sebastian's went from like 0 to 100 like overnight, it seems like, and it's just exploded from there. And Dutchy, I do know about your dogs, because like
Well,
Trevor and a couple of them mentioned it in there. And yeah, your husband, all the lies, and you would never dox anyone. So that was a bunch of bullshit.
yeah, and just because
I'm
somebody does
sorry.
it to you doesn't make it okay. But I'm gonna jump down and listen to you two chat. I want to hear what else Shay has
Mhm.
to say. But I just want to say, like, I don't. It's fine to have to get information from somewhere or something, but please don't excuse those things that were said. There are a lot of people that personally touches, and it can be really hurtful. And look, the
Mhm.
people that did come over here on boats and stuff like that, they came over here the right way. A lot of these people fought to give their families a better life than what they had, and excusing it and writing it off or just brushing it away is absolutely unacceptable. And it's just not okay. It will never be okay. And I'm not okay with anybody who does that. I'm really disheartened to see some of the things, like I've seen people say, to excuse that stuff away now that it's been some time,
Yeah.
and there is no excuse for it. None. And yeah, then I'm going to
Mhm.
jump down. But Deets, I'm so glad you're back. It may be bad for me because I got up here and ran my mouth a little bit. But
I
no,
don't
I've
know
missed
how
you.
I don't know how often I'll come live. I need to get like a place set up here in the new house where I can like set my computer up and everything.
No,
But
I've definitely missed your
I
chats
got
and I've
thoughts.
missed you.
I got to start like watching more of the content though before like having a strong opinion on stuff.
Right.
So I've got to get back into it.
Okay, I'm jumping down. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go
Bye,
Totally.
girl.
swim with Emmy and go to the county fair. That's my plan. But I'll be listening for a
Enjoy.
little bit. Okay,
All
I'll
right.
see you guys soon. Bye.
I Bye, love. I agree with Gavel. I don't care if people make money at all. I do care about them exploiting missing children and victims. There is a difference. Absolutely, Gavel. 1,000%. People are, yeah.
And I agree, and I will just say this too, like I also don't believe that everybody has to donate. Like I understand people don't have that like within their means, but don't. My thing is don't claim you do when you don't,
Hmm.
and that
Yep.
bothers me. Like it's a facade. So I just want to make sure like that's kind of clear because I realize not everybody can do that or they do things in their own way to contribute, but that really just kind of I don't know, it bothers you. And the other thing too is that like, I've worked in like contracting for a long time. Worked in part of kind of media. I'm very well aware of NDAs and all the stuff that goes in between. And I think that it would behoove the people that are getting close to any parents of any case or anyone involved to be very careful what your conversations are because say something turned in the investigation and what if that person's cell phone records are seized? What if your messages with them are? What if you implicate
Hmm.
yourself within a criminal case all by just, YouTube and whatever, side you support? Like, be smart. Like, this is about a missing child, not about chumming it up with the parents
With
of
the
a missing
Yeah,
child for content.
someone mentioned that earlier, and I was going to highlight it, and I got distracted. But like I'm always hesitant. Like I don't mind talking to him. Like Brandy, comes around here. BJ's came around here. Like I don't mind them being in my chats or even hopping up on panel or something. But I don't have a personal relationship with anyone connected to a tragedy case I covered like offline or behind the scenes because I feel like it just gets extremely messy. I think it would cloud my judgment.
Yes.
It would make you would instantly get a personal connection and feel like, oh, I've got to support them 1,000%, and then it's going to change your bias this way or that. So that's why I stay away from it. Is it illegal to do? No, it's not. Of course not. My opinion of it though is it's gonna get messy and quick, real quick. I've seen my
Absolutely.
friends get close to people in cases on here, and it's bit them in the butt hardcore, and that's why I just feel like it becomes an issue, and it's something I wanna stay away from. Pearl says, "I hear people being called the moral police." I wear that hat proud for having an opinion on here, but the actual person behaving like a one-woman vigilante movement with allegations and doxing is Tiffany Marie. Yep. She'll have no problem doxing you and claiming, "Well, if it's for the good of the case, I'll do it." Yeah, tell me how, doxing Pearl or Dutchy is helping Summer's case or Sebastian's or anyone's case at all. It's not at all.
It's infuriating. And honestly, I think
Mhm.
it's a compliment when somebody has morals. So if you're offended and you call people the moral police, then maybe you should check your own fucking morals. Sorry, my cousin.
Yeah. It's an insult to be told that you have morals. Like, okay, where's yours?
Exactly. And everybody
Oh,
should have their own boundaries, their own morals, and that's
yes.
fine. But I do think that having this groupthink mentality, like when covering a case and picking sides, is very detrimental. It's confirmation bias. And honestly, like what good does it really do? None of us are gonna be
Mhm.
jurors. The likelihood of us being jurors, if there is a criminal case of any of this, then that is what it is. But just on the Sebastian piece though, and like not like just why can't like what happened to people just being open to accept that maybe somebody ran away and walked out on their own will? We've seen it happen
Right.
so many times. And
Mhm.
think about this. And if that really is the case, and that's what happens, then what kind of world would that child come back to after the fact when all of this stuff has been smeared across social media?
Yeah.